This is a home inspection overview of unit 7250. We're going to start here at the entrance and we go all the way around the perimeter inside and outside. I check all the outlets with this probe here, nothing magic on this. Hot, neutral, and ground, black, white, green. So all the outlets I checked out. I'll show you that. And then it tells me if it's the wires are incorrect or if they're hot, open hot, or if there is a missing ground. So pretty much all of them were like that. The only exception will be in the in the kitchen here. One of these outlets don't work. The kitchen are OGFCI, which are ground fault, circuit interrupted. This one here might have to be replaced because no power to it, and it does not reset. So I have to be replaced. Looking underneath here, you have a flexible line for drainage. Flexible lines are not permitted because they build up mildew and garbage, and then they start smelling. Also, it doesn't, if you look at the slope, the way it is sloping down, not towards the drain. And then for the vent system, they have a pipe going out through here, and it's all the way also coming out through the wall, which is okay to have, but they need to strap it, attach it better because it's loose. So that I will point it out when I go outside. There's some vents underneath that could go underneath, and I'll provide a couple examples when I send a report. Okay, so continuing here, I checked the heat. The heat gave me about 110, 120 in many places is gas. And the registers are coming from the top on the heat, and I'm going to check out the AC as well. Carpet here in the master, a couple of spots. You could see like stain. They also put it on top of the existing, which is okay as long as the bottom or the existing flooring wasn't damaged. So that is okay. If it was tiles, then you cannot put it on top of it. Okay, so here coming into the master, the exhaust fan does not work, and something minor here. We need the drain for the tub. The shower. I know that the nature of the shower enclosure is they're not that high, but this is kind of low. It's recommended between 7 feet or 84 inches at times. So that's something to keep in mind. The same with the other bathroom. We checked the windows here. We checked all the drawers. We got pictures of that working. Something minor. One of these cabinets is just missing. It's a broken handle. So right here, I'm not even writing it on the report, but I'm just pointing it out. Something minor. So here in this bathroom, the exhaust does work, but it's missing the cover. In the other bathroom, I did not point it out, but the tank is loose, and this one is okay. In the shower enclosure here, a couple things. Surface damage. These are fiberglass, and they have a coating on top of it. Once the coating goes off, then you might have the possibility of water getting behind the panels, and that might not be a good thing. The shower head here kind of low also. Put it on the report. And also the caulking in here is kind of used and damaged, so they might have to be taken out and replaced. We'll continue now. We'll continue to the outside, but let me get into the laundry room, show you a couple of things in there. No deficiency technically, so I just have to show you that this is gas, not electric. So your dryer is gas. I looked behind here, it looks pretty dry. These are the valves, and they're ball valves, that's just recommended. This is your drain right here, so all that is good. So let me go outside and then we continue. Now we're going to check the outside. I'm gonna start right here and go all the way around, and we end up on the same spot again. So hot water heater here, and you could tell the date in here, 2019. Temperature might have to be lowered. It's a little too high. It recommended to be below 125. You can see it right here. So how do you lower the temperature? Just take this dial down. I cannot do it because obviously we do not own the house. This is called a temperature relief valve. If it gets too hot or too much pressure, this opens up right here, this valve, and it lets the water out. But it's recommended to be a pipe to the outside, 6 inches off the ground, not into the crawl space, but it's not even there. It's piped into the drain pan, so it has to be piped to the exterior. This is the vent for the sink outside, and the straps, obviously this is no good, so we need to get a better strap for this. I checked the outlets. They are GFCI outside, which is good. Ground fault circuit interrupted. This is the clean out. This is where the sewer, if you have a problem with your sewer, you put a snake through there to clean it out. This is also where they put the camera to look at the camera and the scope. On the carport, these are typical cracks. Would they get any worse? No, that's pretty much it. What happened was they were supposed to put expansion joints here every 4 or 5 feet of concrete, because concrete expands and contracts. This one has expansion joints, but it should be another one here. It's a little late now, but basically that's would be the suggestion. Because of termites, it's recommended that any brushes or plants not be against the house, because it brings termites. This is where you shut off the main in the event that you have a problem inside. This right here, I tested pressure. You have 80 psi, and you also have pretty good water flow. The recommended pressure is between average 45, 65, 80 will be towards the end, no higher than 85. So you got a lot of pressure, which is good and bad, but you do not need a pressure reducing valve. You'll require it if it's more than 85 or 90 psi. This awning here is way too low. People could get hit right here. How will you fix it? Take this pin out and relocate it up here. Obviously, you'll be losing a little bit of shade, but then you were protecting the occupants. Okay, as I go around, we got the same thing here with these here. And again, cut these so they're not against the house. This is a drain system, gutters, and it's full of debris, so might need to fix that. Some of the downspouts are loose, and there's a downspout right over here in that corner that is missing. So again, clean up and adding downspouts and making sure that it is sloped to drain. Coming around here, this gate drags a little bit, but it's because the ground might need to be resurfaced. The gate is good. Okay, coming on this enclosure, nothing to really report in there. So now we're going to look at the outside of the house. It looks like they have previous treatment, termite treatment. These are the drills that they're put in here, and every 12 to 18 inches they put poison in there, and that is basically what you can see there. The problem is on the now talking about the crawl space and the basement, there's no ventilation. So when you have a crawl space, you need to have ventilation. If you don't have any ventilation, then it creates mildew or mold. So we're going to show you that when I finish here with the perimeter. So here is the storage shed, very close to the structure. If it's less than 10 feet, you might have to have termite protection. There's termite damage here, but it's also termite damage and termite tubes inside here adjacent to the house. So I'll show you those. So you get a proposal from Action Termites telling you about the treatment. It will be sent to you, but obviously is for the seller. So we have a couple termite tubes, termite tube stain here, termite tube stains there, and then we have actual termite tubes in here. There's termite tubes. So the chemical could be good for 1 year, 5 years, sometimes up to 10 years, but it's recommended if you get in the house to have a fresh treatment. This is the sub electrical panel, and this is a brand that is no longer allowed and this is to continue because of problems with electrical and fire. Federal Pacific, so I took a picture of that and I included it in the report. Recommend removal and replacement. So that is on the report as well. So if we go around again on the perimeter of the house, we end up where we began here. I show you here, this is the air handler. It is, the brand is Goodman, and it goes with the condensing unit outside. It's 2019. It's a good brand. Goodman is, they are in Houston, Texas, and they're like middle of the lane, not the worst, not the best, but pretty reliable unit. So it's 2019. This is where you would change your filter right down here. Pull this out, put the filter right here. Okay, and then we'll check temperatures on the AC. I'm working on that. I'll show you the unit, it's over here. Then we'll go downstairs to the basement. This is the main electrical panel. This is where you shut everything off. If you need to work on the electrical, you have 200 amp, which is pretty much up to date. The sub panel might need to be replaced. Your gas, and then if you have any problem with gas, you shut it off right here, or better yet, call 911. Here's the unit, Goodman, like I said, and here's the information. It is 4 ton, not that air weighs anything. It used to be 1 ton of ice, and we still use the same terminology, a ton of ice and a fan, and we use the British thermal units. So you got 4 tons, which is 48,000 BTU, British thermal units. It's in good shape. Okay, so going down the steps here into the basement, because you have more than 3 steps, you have to have handrails for safety, obviously. So handrails on either side. It doesn't have to be 2, only 1, and coming all the way into the landing. Okay, so here's the basement. I checked the electricity. You got power here, you got power there. Inside here, I checked, and you will see it on the report. You will see that there's some galvanized pipes in there. And then on the end over here, there's also insulation that it was taken down. So you will see that on the report as well. There's water damage underneath there, which is basically mold, but we do not call mold. That's where we have the mold expert come over and you send us a report. All right, then if you have any questions, please give me a call. I'll send you this link, and the other highlights and the complete report will follow later on today. Okay, you can see a little bit here, the galvanized pipe, and you can see that there's some corrosion here, and you can see the insulation that is displaced. Not everything is galvanized. You also have some PEX, so the entire place is not had to be replaced in terms of the plumbing, but you're not allowed, or you're not supposed to have galvanized piping. And then over here, you can see a little bit of the mold over there, more mold or moisture damage in here and at the end. All right, well, have a great day, and this will be the end of the report.